Jacob Toby here with you for our Girls Championship games featuring the legendary Elite and the Rezbombers. Jacob, what a day it's been so far.
It's been fun, man, and now it's time to get a championship trophy out here and see what's going on. But the flag is out, the NABI Nation flag is out, the starting lineups are being introduced, and let's go to the public address.
Number 4, number 10, Kate-Shani Anutilu. At 4, a member of the Navajo tribe, number 20, Anaya Johnson. At guard, a member of the Navajo tribe, number 22, Sydney Benali. And at 4, a member of the Pawnee, Shoshone and Walleye tribes, number 23, Jalise Swanson. And coach of the Rezbombers is Brian Kay. Meet legendary Elite. First, the reserves. At guard, a member of the Red Cloak Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa, number 14, Leilani Pernoti. At guard, a member of the Crow Nation tribe, number 20, Renisha Huggs. At 4, a member of the Comanche tribe, number 22, Tasia Hightower. And at 4, a member of the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes, number 24, Brown Blackout. And now let's meet the starting lineup for legendary Elite. At guard, member of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, number 4, Dadiah Swimmer. At guard, member of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians, number 10, Maddie Bell. At guard, a member of the Comanche tribe, number 11, Carly Parker. At guard, a member of the Muskogee Creek tribe, number 2, Leah Shawnee. And at center, member of the Choctaw tribe, number 23, Akira. Head coach of legendary Elite is Connie Gibson.
All right, so the starting lineups have been introduced. And we are ready to go here for Championship Day at Footprint Center. Jacob Toby alongside Tyler Jones. So great to have you with us here in the NABI Network and Arizona Sports Family as well. Tyler, Rezbombers, legendary Elite, where do we start? I think I know your answer.
Man, it's a pretty simple one. Sydney Benali is the star of the show. 4-star recruit, ESPN Top 100 player, offers all over the place. I expect her to go off today and make a name for herself. If you don't know her name by now, you will by the end of the night.
She had 17 points for the Rezbombers in their semifinal game, which you watched earlier today. Legendary Elite, that's the story for them. They're going for back-to-back championships.
Yes, and you go from being the hunter to the hunted, and now trying to prove it, if you will. Play with a chip on your shoulder. How much does championship experience matter? We're gonna find out tonight.
All right, we are so excited you're along for the ride. The women's game is first, then the men's game after that. It's gonna be a fun-filled broadcast we got for you. It's the 21st year of the Native American Basketball Invitational. 196 teams, which is a record, 144 we had last year. 1,700 athletes, 488 games in 5 days. And it's been such a treat to be along for the ride. You heard before we got on the air, our mics at least, Robert Stone, the Gila River Indian community, gave the opening prayer, blessing, and then the national anthem was sung by Araya Amy Sunshine Valo from the Navajo Nation and Akuma Pueblo. We sang the national anthem in Navajo, and it was beautiful if you're just tuning in. So we are underway, championship game for the girls. Glad you could join us. Again, Jacob Toby alongside Tyler Jones. And when everyone watches Rezbombers, they tune into number 22, Sydney Benali, Navajo, number 86 on ESPN's Top 100.
Quite the player, really can do it all, and we're still waiting for her to have that huge takeover game. 17 points earlier, 26 points on Thursday. Does she have a 30-plus night left in her? We'll find out.
Here she is right here, number 22 in black. Dominates a lot of the ball. See if they can get her going a little early than last time. She
Deep
fires for three, no. Kept alive on the offensive glass, though, and they can reset.
They go right back to her.
Open shot. Leah Johnson, no. Kept alive. And here come Legendary Elite.
One of the things we talked about in the last game that I want to continue to see is Benelli get the ball every single possession, get a touch. So far, we've seen that in the opening minutes.
Stolen by Anateelu, Kejani Anateelu. And there she is for two, and the game's first bucket we're underway. Anateelu, Navajo and Samoan tribe, is the best defender on this squad for Rezbombers, and she got the steal right there, finished for two.
Got a hand on it. And that's going to fly out of bounds.
A 2-0 Rezbombers lead. They won this event 2 years ago, 2022 champions. Legendary Elite, back-to-back champion. And Akira Hawk puts it in for two plus a foul. She just graduated. She is Shakta.
Like the effort there, go inside, get the foul, attack the basket, get to the line early in the game.
Akira Hawk, she is going to go play Division II hoops at Southeastern Oklahoma State. She'll stay home to play hoops. Legendary Elite out of Meeker, Oklahoma. She converts the three-point play.
A lot of Oklahoma teams over the years with success here at NABI. They're looking to add to it and bring home a title. Nice steal.
Swimmer with the steal. Up to Parker for two. Carly Parker puts it in. Comanche tribe. 5-2 Legendary Elite lead.
Good way to work together as a unit there.
And there's Benali. He gets on the scoreboard. Can't imagine that's going to be your only bucket.
Oh, she's just getting started.
We saw her put up 26 points in one of the pool play games on Thursday. And we knew she was a hooper. We saw it with our own eyes. Swimmer, Shawnee, back to Swimmer for three, no. Shawnee for NBA range. Couldn't get it to go. I remember both teams took some NBA threes in the championship games last year and made them, and it was exciting. Johnson all the way for two.
Not afraid of the range. If they get the open look, they'll take it from wherever it is.
A 6-5 Rezbombers lead at a Fort Defiance, Arizona. Turned over. Benali, stop, pop, can't connect. Carly Parker comes back with it the other way. No look kind of underneath Shawnee. Three-point attempt is put in.
Really good find to the corner.
That's Maddie Bell of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. She's gonna go play at Pearl River Community College. Benali, Johnson thought about it. She'll take it to the rack, got bumped, and she'll get free throws.
Right away, get into the paint, get into the free throw line.
Good way to get going early on in the game. Anaya Johnson, Navajo, puts in the first free throw.
I think we're going to see a very tight game between these two right down to the very end. Very intrigued to see the last 2 minutes of the first half, first 2 minutes of the second half, what kind of difference that makes.
Johnson just graduated as she misses the second free throw, so just finished up her senior year. Maddie Bell. And the cutter is Shawnee. She finishes for two. Aaliyah Shawnee.
That's
Muskogee Creek.
That's a good spot for her. She'll take that every time.
She's athletic enough to cut every single time. Anateelu. To her sister. Shot rolls in from the baseline. J-Lise Wasson. Paiute, Wallapai, and Shoshone tribe she represents. Three-point attempt the other way, no good by Capiolani. Missing there as well, Maddie Bell.
Good board there, creating space. Setting up the offense on the other end.
Benali behind the back, spinning. Crowd wanted to travel, they don't get it. Deep three, short. Kept alive, another three-point attempt is switched in. Wasson again.
They're not giving up on possessions. Even when they turn it over, they're fighting to get back on, get the ball in, and there they go.
The Rezbombers now have a 12-10 lead. J-Lise Wasson for three.
Second team foul.
And a lead.
Time out on the floor.
Single one of you. Jacob Toby alongside Tyler Jones. Our girls championship game underway. First half, 13-10. Rezbombers with the lead.
Good start for them. They've been aggressive. They've been getting to the basket, drawing contact, not afraid of the paint.
Almost stolen, kept alive by legendary Elite. Three in the corner, no good.
She had space there for that one too.
Tasia Hightower not hitting for three, but the put back up and in, Maddie Bell. She is tough. Mississippi Miss 4A Player of the Year.
Found her way through the trees and put it in.
The Mississippi band of Choctaw Indians. Here's Sydney Benali. Is that a jump ball or out of bounds? Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Rezbombers. We're just tuning in, no shot clock, running clock. Well, at least it was for the other games, but they're gonna stop the clock now for the championship game. Five fouls for each player, 10 team fouls. Double bonus, no single bonus. Benali firing for three and puts it in. Sydney Benali, superstar here at NABI.
Now she's cooking. Too high that time. They had numbers, just moved a little too quick on that. Benali with 5 so far, 2 for 5 from the field. Expect more of it.
She is a superstar, breaking free from everyone, blowing by defenders.
That's 7.
She just blew a kiss to her teammates saying thank you for creating a path.
We talked earlier about the need for her to take over. Championship environment, she's not backing down.
She has been spectacular these last couple of days, put up a 26-point game a couple days ago. Take a look at the way she just dissected the legendary Elite defense. Whoop. Benali, that'll be a steal on her stat sheet.
She's a true two-way player. We talk about the offense, but she doesn't let up on the defensive end either.
Gets the screen, passes out. And it's Elu back to Benali. Benali driving. She scored 6 straight points.
9.
9. You're right.
9 out of 21 for her so far. With a 9-point lead with under 9 to go here in the first half. It has been all Benali so far.
Slipping through the cracks. Nobody's paying attention. Keep it here, 21-12. The Rezbombers out in front. Again, legendary Elite. That's the story of the day. They want to repeat as champions. Only 3 teams have done so.
It's hard. It's hard to go back to back. Here they are, just not even a couple hours ago in a semifinal game. Now in the championship game. It's been a long week. A lot of mileage. How much do you have left in the tank?
That's the difference in the setup this year. Last year, the semifinals were off-site. The championship games were at the Footprint Center. This time, semifinals and championship games were both here, which give more teams the opportunity to come here and play in an NBA, WNBA arena.
Yeah, and we got a great atmosphere. A lot of people here traveling to be here for this one.
That's the story for a lot of these players from different tribes. They travel from all over the country as Shawnee puts in a three for legendary Elite, a much-needed three. Cut the deficit to 6.
Really good look there, trying to stop the bleeding.
Shawnee from Muskogee Creek Tribe. Benali picks up her dribble. A steal.
Wide open lane.
Maddie Bell decides to pull out and take a long 2.
I don't like that. She could have taken the easy 2 at the hole. Backs off for the long 2.
If you're gonna back up for a long 2, might as well take 3.
Right. The mid-range jumper is my least favorite shot in the game. When I'm hitting the sticks on 2K, we're either going to the hole or we're taking the 3.
Some of the old-time NBA fans won't like that. All the WNBA and NBA people love three-point shooting. Benali whizzing a pass out. And it's Alu. Maybe that got blocked.
Yeah, got a hand on it.
Still picked up by Rezbombers. No, that time no, but a foul.
Draws a contact.
And Mari Jo Richards will get to the free throw line after the break. 21-15. Rezbombers on top. Welcome back to the Footprint Center. 21st Native American Basketball Invitational, and what a crowd we have on hand today. It grows every single year. Girls game right now, Rezbombers up 21-15, 7:42 left to go in the first half. Jacob Toby alongside Tyler Jones. We are so happy to be here. A record year for NABI, 196 teams. 144 was the number last year, and we've been saying it all day, we're gonna get to 200 next year.
200, 250, 300, 400. We ain't stopping, folks. We're just getting started. Year 21 here at the Native American Basketball Invitational.
Fun time, and there's been teams from Alaska, Canada, New Zealand, in addition to the U.S., 180 plus tribal nations. 196 teams this year. About 24% represent the Navajo Nation. Very strong representation of Navajo here in Arizona. National anthem today was sung in Navajo, which was beautiful. So fun to watch Mariah Amy Sunshine Follows sing that national anthem. And that's one of the things, the Native tournament, Native people come, play in it obviously, but people from all over can come check it out and they love it.
Absolutely.
Mari Jo Richards at the free throw line from the Oglala Sioux tribe. This is the free throw there. Shawnee shut off. Parker, handoff to Bell. Shawnee thought about the 3, now finds Parker off the mark.
That possession, they didn't have a ton in the post. They were focused on the outside, trying to find that outside look, and it didn't pay off.
Kapiolani and Itelu missing there. Kept alive, though, by the Rezbombers. 21-15, Benali 3. Got it to roll in. That's her second 3.
Shooter's touch.
So she switched for 3 and then one dropped in. A 9-point lead for the Rezbombers, their largest of the game.
She's got 12.
12
5 of 8 from field.
12 of the 24. Shawnee with the steal, underneath the swimmer for 2. The Daya swimmer, Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians.
Making it look easy there.
Absolutely.
Take what the defense gives you every single time.
Legendary lead head coach Johnny Gibson, they want to play a ton of defense. It's tough to handle the Rezbombers. They've had some insane scoring numbers this tournament. 108 to 10, 123 to 10, 80 to 18, 110 to 20. Because they got Sydney Benali knocking in tray balls from everywhere.
She's a cheat code.
She is the Steph Curry of NABI.
We've called her the Steph Curry, the Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Are we missing any others?
Kapiolani and a Teelu at the free throw line right there. Her sister on the team, Kejani, as well. And then foul on the floor. Stopping play here for a moment. 6:02 to go in the first half.
Second team foul.
Shawnee for 3, no, too strong.
Had a couple options for that 3 there. A couple different shooters. Ultimately, they settled for the miss. And now we got a timeout by the Rezbombers.
Head coach Brian Kay wants to talk things over with his squad. He had mentioned when I was talking to him before the game, yes, you know, the scores that I mentioned, beating teams 110 to 20. They had those games, but there was a couple close games that were closer in margin against Quiet Storm and Cheyenne Arapahoe. He said those games really helped them prepare for what would be a tough couple games here to try and win a championship. And he feels that his team's ready to do something special here today. And again, they won it in 2022. They want to win it in 2024.
Well, and you look at the competition that these teams have faced all week long. When you get 180 plus teams out here, you're going to be battle tested week after game. Even the games that are blowouts, you're still beating good teams. You're just a little bit better than them. May not be indicative of the score.
Absolutely. Legendary Elite won last year for the girls. Kijito won for the guys. They were knocked out in the game before this one, so they are no longer in the running to repeat as national champions. And it's Aelu stepping back with space, in and out. Speedy Didaya swimmer up the court, handles the ball for Legendary Elite. Carly Parker got it ripped away by Anaya Johnson. Benali underneath, and it's Aelu for 2. Kapiolani, and it's Aelu.
I can't stress enough, Benali's not just a shooter. We've seen her as a passer, a defender, a do-it-all type player.
She loves a good one-handed pass as well. And one, Maddie Bell responds.
Ring that bell.
One hand, lefty, offhand.
7 points so far, 3 of 5 from the field for Bell.
Can't hit the free throw to make it a 3-point play. Rezbombers with speed up the court and open Anate Aelu. Easy money. That was Kejani for 2. Rezbombers can run. Now they're up by 10, 29 to 19 under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Bell spinning, shut off, and a travel. Little hitch in her giddy up when she was spinning.
They have not been afraid to call the travels today.
Sydney Benali. The Navajo Nation gets the screen, trying to work the defense, kicks it out. 3 off the mark from Anatelu. Foul on. That'll be against Rezbombers.
Foul starts number 10, Kejani on Teelu.
Kejani on Teelu.
Fourth team foul. In the game for Rezbombers, number 11,
14 foul there.
Espinosa, replacing Kinshani Anitilu.
Maddie Bell will walk it up the court. Looking for an option. Takes it all the way. Scoop layup is good. She says, I'll just do it myself. And she's hustling back on defense, too.
We saw a lot in the last game that they put intense pressure on her. So far, they're playing her one-on-one.
Johnson. Benali, quick fire three, and that's her third.
With the defender in her face.
She don't care. Biggest lead now up 11.
15 points for her tonight.
Swimmer, no.
Too many sharks there for the swimmer.
Anitielu. Johnson, they swing it around. Benali, the up fake, driving, sidestepping, lost the ball, and an offensive foul.
So she doesn't get any special calls.
Offensive foul number 22.
Not quite the star treatment yet.
First personal 15 foul. Timeout on the floor.
.301 left to go in the first half. 32-21, the Rezbombers up. Their largest lead is 11.
Benelli's been fantastic. 15 points, 3 of 4 from the field. Really just picking up from where she left off in the second half of the semifinals.
And she's been entertaining for sure. What a great atmosphere here inside the Footprint Center to bring family and friends and to make new family and friends. We were joking earlier that Chance Rush, our sideline reporter, MC today. That guy knows everybody, man. Everybody. But there's a lot of people that know each other here, and it's a real family community.
You know the old game, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
We might as well play 6 Degrees of Chance Rush.
3 off the mark there by Swimmer, Dadiah Swimmer from the Eastern Band of Cherokee.
Chance
Indians.
is an actor too, so he actually probably knows Kevin Bacon too.
He is an actor, yes. Wasson can't hit the 3. She had a couple early buckets in the game. Got her own miss though. Benali gets it back deep, 3.
Went for the NBA 3 that time.
Yeah, she's hit 3 threes in this game. A foul down low. We'll get some free throws here.
Foul charge number 10, Maddie Bell. That's her first. 15 foul. Tonight, Johnson line, shooting 2.
Up and good on the first.
Johnson. Anaya Johnson out of the Navajo Nation. Just graduated, 5'11" forward. A starter for this team, Rezbombers. And their lead grows. It's up to 13, 34-21. Aaliyah Shawnee inside, couldn't get it to go. Rebound by Tapiolani Anitielu. Sydney Benali with her team up 13 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jacob Toby, Tyler Jones with you here on the NABI Network, Arizona Sports Family. Turned over by Benali. That's a rare turnover. Back the other way, Kaylee Parker is hammered and she'll get free throws.
Making the effort there. Not giving up.
Foul charge number 20, Anaya Johnson. That's her first personal 16 foul. Carly Parker at the line, shooting 2.
Carly Parker, she also just graduated. She is from the Comanche tribe, and head coach Johnny Gibson describes her as the heart and soul of this team. She's going to be going to play at Redlands Community College in the fall, which is a very, very, very good junior college.
Very good. Great track record in all sports there at Redlands Community College. And she'll make her name known there.
That's what NABI can do, is bring awareness to players that really just haven't been seen much in our native community. JC Connie is the scholarship winner for NABI. She was discovered by a coach in Italy during a live streaming 2 years ago. She's going to play college ball in Rome. So that's just what NABI can do. You want to go travel and play college hoops in Europe? Sure.
I'm in.
Benali trying to decide what to do. Wasson back to Benali. Benali's going to pull it up. She does. Oh, she banked it in from 40 feet.
Nearly from the logo that time. She don't care.
The lead grows to 16 for the Rezbombers.
And Benali's got 18 of it.
Now a pass from Benali. Sidestep fake three, off. Missed there by Mila Espinoza.
Marjan, he's smiling ear to ear watching Benali right now.
Maddie Bell is fouled on an attempt to the rim. Legendary Elite is in trouble right now.
Here's another look at that long three.
Yeah. If this is going to happen, you're in big trouble.
Just what the doctor ordered.
First free throw up and good by Bell. Mississippi band of Choctaw Indians. She'll play at Pearl River Community College in the fall. 25 seconds to go in the first half, and it's been all Rezbombers bombing away from three. They have been quite connected in this first half. Anateelu can't get that to go.
Had a good look on it, just couldn't finish.
Nice fake in transition. Swimmer, Joe, misses badly on a three. And that's just how this first half has gone for Legendary Elite. It's been a struggle. 2.5 seconds to go.
Sounds simple, but they got to just start to hitting shots.
Benali fires from half court and
that's the end of the first half. Our score,
way off. But she hooped it up in the first half, 37-22. The Rezbombers, total domination as they look for their second championship in NABI in 3 years.
It's been unbelievable. Sydney Benali with 18 points in this first half. She's been great. Let's go to Chance.
All right, Coach K, you seem pretty well evenly matched. You're executing, you're making your buckets, they're missing. What do you tell your team going to halftime? Even though you're being evenly matched, you're up pretty good.
No, absolutely. So we don't change anything. We want to keep the intensity and the pressure on. We know how great Legendary Elite is. They beat us earlier in the season, so this is just kind of like it's hard. It's really hard playing against a team like this who mirrors you so much. Their guards are phenomenal. Our guards are great. So it's just going to come down to we want some more. But defensively is what we're coming back at in the second half.
And what do you tell them to keep their composure in the locker room?
That all starts with our two leaders, Capilani and Sydney. As long as they stay composed, everyone else follows their lead. So right. That's all I can tell them is that they got to take the lead, everyone else follows.
You're doing good, Coach. Congratulations on making it here.
All right, Chance, thank you very much. Brian Kay, the head coach of the Rezbombers, his team up 15 at halftime as they search for their second championship in 3 years.
Let's take a look at those first half highlights.
Yeah, why not?
It was all about Sydney Benali.
Absolutely. She was all over the place for the Rezbombers.
18 points, was money from three-point range. Did a terrific job when it came to defense, her passing, just an all-around really good first half, picking up right from where she left off from the semifinals.
How about this one? Banked it in from 40 feet.
Money.
Let's send it over to Chance. He's with head coach Donnie Gibson.
Pretty evenly matched. Hard to come down a little bit, from 15, but what'd you tell the girls in the locker room?
I just tell them just to calm down. We'll be all right. We got to get stopped, and shots will drop. Other than that, we're going to be all right. You know, just, okay. Take the crowd out of it a little bit. We're going to be good.
All right, thank you, Coach. Go get him now.
Chance rush with head coach Donnie Gibson. His team down by 15. Legendary Elite out of Meeker, Oklahoma, down to the Rezbombers right here from Arizona in Scottsdale. Jacob Toby and Tyler Jones with you. Halfway home to crowning a girls national champion, Tyler.
Yeah, now we got to see what the Legendary Elite can do to get back in this game. You're down 15. You got 16 minutes. Don't go away from your game. Be consistent. Don't play with fear, and they could have a chance.
Just a tough shooting first half for Legendary Elite. 8 of 23 from the field. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rezbombers.
And we've seen before that they can shoot it. Just got to shake off what happened that last half. Also got to do a better job rebounding. They were out-rebounded 17-9.
And Legendary Elite coming off that 69-43 win against Lady Dreams on the first game today in the semifinals. They looked like a machine, but they've run into a different sort of a machine in the Rezbombers, who, again, are undefeated here at NABI and have outscored their opponents in bunches in pretty much every single game they've played in. Inbounds alley-oop can't be finished by Kapiolani Anatielo.
I like that play, just couldn't execute.
Ball out of bounds, it'll stay with Legendary Elite.
She wasn't expecting that.
Coming up in our boys championship game, Lower Sioux and Cheyenne Arapahoe.
CA really got things going in that second half in the semifinals. We'll see what they do here in the championship.
Kichita just could not handle it in the second half. And the boys ended up not being able to at least attempt to win their second straight championship here at NABI. Cindy Benali looking to lead her team to their second in 3 years, and a nice dish. Anatielu for 2.
Really good find.
And a charge taken by guess who? Sydney Benali.
Right call there.
Offensive foul number 2, Aaliyah Shawnee. That's her first team foul.
I think people watching this game, they're going to obviously jump at the offense, but I've seen everything else. The passing, the defense, not afraid to take a charge. Very selfless player.
Want to also just shout out all the tribal leaders who are in attendance today. And Chairman Stevens is here, Governor Lewis here as well. I mean, we are blessed with some great leadership. Saw them at dinner last night, and just great to say hi to those guys.
Great dinner last night, too.
Great dinner as well. Another dish down low. Sydney Benali is finding her teammates.
The vision there. Find the open man, take advantage of it, easy too.
Anatielu with the finish down low. Another turnover by Legendary Elite. This lead is the largest of the game. One more dish, and another assist, and another bucket for Anatielu, and it's a 21-point lead, the largest of the game. An explosion here from the Rezbombers.
They're dialed in.
3-point.
The Daya swimmer puts in a big 3. They need some stops on the defensive end, though, and it's looking incredibly difficult to stop inside penetration down low.
Now they're taking their time. They're not so much in a hurry. 18-point lead, 13 minutes. There's a 3.
Oh. Foul on the floor, so it will stay with the Rezbombers.
This ball foul number 2, Aaliyah Shawnee.
Benali just
Personal second team
has that
foul.
effect. Whenever she shoots it, you think it's kind of going in.
She's
Inbound.
earned that trust.
Exactly. Anatielu couldn't get that one to go down low. Here comes Swimmer back the other way. Quick guard for Legendary Elite. Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. Hands it off to Parker. Parker to Shawnee. Shawnee looking for an option. Bad pass, turned over. Another one. Legendary elite offense struggling. Benali. Almost looked like a double dribble. Wasson hands it off, and again, really taking their time. Benali on a Te'elu. And foul down low, that'll go against Akira Hawk of Legendary Elite.
Akira Hawk, that's her third personal, third team foul. Onto the floor for Legendary
What an explosion here from the Rezbombers, who again have beaten up on teams here at NABI this year. 108 to 10 was a score. 123 to 10 was a score. 110 to 20 was a score.
They've put in the work all week long.
Johnson, two-step hop
Ooh.
in the lane for two. Aaliyah Johnson.
Wasn't much of a lane there, but she found it, took advantage of it, 2 points.
Anaya Johnson out of the Navajo Nation, making it look easy. Swimmer, can't hit for three, kept alive by Maddie Bell. Bell blowing by the defense and sneaking in for two.
I like Bell's game.
Yeah, she's a tough player. She's going to go on and play college hoops at Pearl River Community College. And no rush whatsoever for the Rezbombers. Anaya Johnson.
Another.
Three out
Oh.
by Benali. Put back up and in. Ana Tielu.
They've owned the glass all day long. Continues there. Big part of the reason why they're up 20.
Swimmer. Underneath. Layup put in and down by Leilani Fanoti.
Barreling through the traffic there. Making moves.
Ana Tielu can't hit the three. Parker thought she couldn't touch it. She could have though, but then it's taken back the other way. Kapiolani, Ana Tielu, left hand layup is good. A 20-point lead for the Rezbombers.
She's got 13 points, 10 this half.
Second half, the Rezbombers have owned it here at NABI. Kapiolani, Ana Tielu. How do you do? A 20-point lead for the Rezbombers over Legendary Elite, 49 to 29 our score. Jacob Toby, Tyler Jones. I want to bring in Donnie Nelson, our rules analyst expert. Been in the game a long time, reffing my man, and we appreciate you doing this. You've reffed at a high school level, you've reffed at the college level. Rezball, little different style than some of the other styles you've reffed before, huh?
The biggest difference with a tournament like this or ball like this is the referees at work have to have their heads on a swivel because everybody has the ability to score, everybody runs the floor, everybody's cutting to the basket. And in our regular high school game, a lot of times they're running set offenses and set defenses, not that they're not doing it here, but we've got places that we're looking in high school games because we're used to it. Out here, the shots can come from anywhere, the cuts can come from anywhere, and the defensive ability of these players is also to take a path away is something you've got to keep an eye out. So your head's always got to be on a swivel in this type of basketball game.
One thing I've noticed, Donnie, throughout the week, it seems like for the most part, you've kind of let the players play. It hasn't been too aggressive when it comes to officiating, not really ticky-tack. Was that a point of emphasis going into the week?
It kind of is a point of emphasis. You know, this is National Federation rules with a couple modifications. I've been doing the officials for this tournament for over 20 years since we started it. And one thing we do tell them is that these people do come from all over the country and they're here to play basketball. And we want to do all we can to stay out of the way and let them play basketball and enjoy their time here in Phoenix.
Don't make
it's
it a
not
rough
about
show.
us. Pardon?
Don't make it a rough show.
Exactly. Don't make it a rough show. It's not about us. The officials we've had today are all college officials, so they're all very experienced officials. They work junior college for us here in Arizona, and they understand coming out here, it's about these kids.
Talk about having your head on a swivel, because all these girls and guys can shoot it, can score it. Does that make it a little bit more fun, though, just because it's such a different pace?
Our officials come out here and work to have fun. If they didn't come out here, they wouldn't work for me and come out here and do it. And I've told them all that for years, that it better be about the kids and we better have a good time. And I do have the coaches meeting every year, and I tell the coaches, if you feel like you're not getting a fair treatment from the officials, let me know and let me deal with it. It's not about getting calls right or wrong. It's about treating the kids and the coaches with respect and letting the game be about them. So they do have a good time doing this, definitely.
All right, let me ask you, put your analyst hat on now for a second. Not be director of NABI officiating. Honest assessment. Do you like what you've seen from the officials today and throughout this week? Have they met your expectations?
Absolutely. They've met my expectations, and this week, to be honest with you, they've exceeded them, and knock on wood, it's been one of our better weeks with NABI and in the basketball tournament. I've got a lot of feedback from coaches, and they've all been very complimentary, so I'm glad for that.
I did see one thing I didn't like.
Okay.
Kid goes up to dunk it, pulls himself up on the rim because someone was under him, and he got teed up for it. Come on, man.
He got teed up for the elevating on the dunk. If he dunks it and hangs, he's fine. As soon as he elevates, it's a rule book. It's a point of emphasis. It's something that's an absolute.
Why
I don't write
is
the
that
rules.
the rule book? Why is that?
You got to talk to the guys that write the rules.
If you can jump that high, come on, give it to the crowd. That's all I'm saying.
I don't disagree with you. Not at all. It's fun. It's showtime. And that's what it should be about. But the fact that he elevated, and our referees, with the training they've gotten, it's an automatic for them.
They definitely they did it by the rule book. They got it right by the rule book.
And they don't always like following the rule book either, but Dave, it's something they have to do.
That was the only thing I saw that I disagree with the whole week.
It's a legitimate gripe. It's a legitimate gripe.
It's like the NFL taking away touchdown celebrations.
What
are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Let them have fun.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, Donnie, we appreciate it, man. If anything comes up in this game or the next game, you're right here. So
I'll be
help
close.
us. Absolutely. Great to have Donnie along for the ride here at NABI. Jacob Toby, Tyler Jones with you. Rezbombers are just continuing to make a statement here at NABI. And the rebound here by Sydney Benally.
We've called her name a few times.
Just a few. Three-pointer up. Off the mark by Wasson, Jaylee Swasson, Paiute, Wallapai, Shoshone tribes. Ball goes out of bounds off of Wasson's hands. Timeout on the floor. We will take it to 51-29. Total domination by the Rezbombers. Outside look at the Footprint Center, downtown Phoenix, Arizona on a beautiful night. I don't know how hot it is outside. I'm guessing it's 100 degrees.
That bump music is popping though.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's lit inside here at the Footprint Center. Free T-shirts going out.
I have a magic card here.
Okay.
Do you want to guess how many points between Benelli and Antonelli combined?
I'm gonna guess 40.
Not far off, 31.
Okay, 31, all right. Yeah, that makes sense. Cindy Benally combining with Capiolani, Anati Elu.
Anati Elu and Benelli have been phenomenal tonight. Rezbombers going for their second championship ever. Their first one was back in 2018. Rezbombers, the hometown team right here.
Yep.
Just outside of Phoenix and Scottsdale. That's where we'll be tonight.
Telling the people where we're going to be, man?
Hey, if they want to meet us up. The after party.
The after party, yes, the NABI after party. Another timeout. Rezbombers will take it again. We're going to stay here. Rezbombers student athletes, GPA, 3.8. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Way smarter than we'll ever be, right?
Oh, yeah.
And this is the first time that this team has played together. They represent Navajo, Samoan, Shoshone, Paiute, Halapai, Laguna Pueblo communities. It's a large group, which is really cool, actually.
Yeah.
A ton of different tribes.
Yeah, bringing these tribes together. I mean, you think back, Jacob, it's no secret. I'm not breaking any news here. There's been, over the years, a lot of rivalries between tribes, historically speaking. And to see just how far we've come, to be sharing a basketball floor together, to be playing on the same teams, that's what it's all about. We all may represent 180 different tribes, but we're all one family here.
That's a good point. More wars back at the time.
Yes.
Now they're just on the court for the most part. Jumper is smooth by Leilani Fanoti. Tribal affiliation, Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa. Shout out to you guys. She's going to go play in Augsburg University in Minnesota. I believe that's Division II.
Yes.
Turned over. Arnisha Hugs just pulling up. Couldn't hit the three. She's out of the Crow Nation. Benali will bring it up the court. This is just all part of her story that is pretty much just starting. And she'll go on to play a high-level college ball. And
there's another.
Three.
I'll have another, she says.
Hey, 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes.
Remember when you talked about she had a big game in the championship? That's going to open up another door, and I think she has sealed that for sure, that's going to happen.
ESPN, if you're watching, upgrade that star to 5.
Championship game, stepping up, not only scoring, but assisting as well.
And her defense has been really good, too.
Yep. Kira Hawk for 3. Choctaw Nation. She's going to go play at Southeastern Oklahoma State, Division II in Oklahoma. Home state of one Tyler Jones.
That's right.
Jaylee Wasson puts it in. IU Wallapai has shown tribes.
You know, we've talked a lot about recruiting and college basketball and everything. One word we haven't used today is NIL. And I'm very intrigued. I think one thing when we talk about the future of NABI and everything, and these players coming through, a player like Sydney, who's stepping up, making a name for herself, 4 on the verge of being 5. Whoever's watching right there, you might want to invest.
Yep, agreed, absolutely. Easy layup for Anatielu. Kapiolani Anatielu. Navajo Samoan tribes. Her sister Kiani was MVP here 2 years ago. As Kapiolani, Kijani, and Kiani. As Benali steals it, she'll pull it out, and again, they can go slow and take their time. You know, I do want to hear from Lynette Lewis on how good I've been on pronouncing some of these names.
Yeah.
Where's Lynette? Where's my thank you for pronouncing all these names correctly? She's looking at me like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, she's playing the long game.
And a foul on the floor, hard foul.
Foul charge number 20.
Leilani Fanoti falls down, and she'll get some free throws.
Reminder, stick around once we're done. We'll have the trophy presentation, and then the boys' final.
Oh, ho, ho. Super excited for that. Again, Lower Sioux and Cheyenne Arapaho. The boys about to battle it out. War on the court.
It's going to be a battle.
I heard some guy named Tyler Jones is presenting the trophy. Is that true?
Yes.
Really?
They are trusting me with that trophy. I hope I don't break it.
And a mic.
That too.
I don't know if I trust you with the mic. I've heard enough today.
You've dealt with me this long. 5 games in, 1 more to go.
And the MVP as well, Marjan Beauchamp MVP. Marjan will be out there to help as well. That'll be super fun. So stay tuned for that. Under 4 minutes to play. 63-35 domination by the Rezbombers. Sydney Benali, transition. Anate Elu again. It has been like clockwork, them two.
All right, I got another note card.
Here we go.
Points in the paint. Rezbombers.
Man, probably 30?
Yes. Spot on.
No way. I did not know that. 30.
Legendary elite. This is the difference in the ball game, folks. 12.
A 30 to 12 points in the paint advantage for the Rezbombers. Wow. Sydney Benali.
15 foul. For 3.
And we had some week here in Phoenix.
Not done yet, but wow, what a fun week it's been. Can't wait to do it all again next year.
We are not done, and absolutely put this on the calendar every single year. Want to shout out Gina Marie Scarpa, co-founder with Mark West. She was unable to come today as she's feeling a little sick. I believe it's the first one she's missed in 21 years, so just want to wish her well. We love her, and hopefully she's going to get better in the next couple of days here.
But you know, Gina Marie, I know she's watching right now. She's got to be proud of just how everything has gone. Even without her here, the crew has stepped up. Lynette Lewis, Ralph Marchetta. Everybody's done a great job making NABI happen and putting on the best tournament yet.
How good of a guy's Ralph?
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. He knows what's up.
Benali driving. Kicks it out again. They can take their time. 3 minutes to go. 65-36. Talk about Benali scoring. It's her assist too. It's been great. And now the lane opens. Ole!
23.
She wears 22. She scores 23.
Could have had 40 if she wanted to.
Decided to share the basketball. The Rezbombers have 19 assists to Legendary Elite's 8 in this game. So again, coming up, trophy presentation. Tyler Jones is going to hop over to the court. Do a little trophy presentation with Marjan Beauchamp. Okay, Johnny Anatielu.
I will not be like Jim Nance and give away my tie because I still got one more game to go, and I had a hard enough time putting on this tie anyway.
Oh, you mean that tie you bought at a really fancy store?
Shout out. Actually, I won't say.
That was an inside joke. We
yes.
don't have to go there. First free throw, good.
No free ads.
Into the game, number 14.
A 30-point game.
Number 11,
You got to shout out Legendary Elite. They've struggled carrying the basketball, 12 turnovers today, but just their journey that's taken them here. 7-0 this week. Head coach Donnie Gibson, beloved here, knows a ton of people at this tournament and has brought some real talent. And tonight, like we said, Tyler, sometimes it just ain't your night. It
happens. Gets to the best of us sometimes, but certainly the effort has been there.
15 foul.
And they have nothing to hang their hats on. A lot of fun from them all week long. But the Rezbombers, I gotta say for a moment, Jacob, this is a team that they were down at halftime in the semifinals. They very well could have just thrown in the towel and seen the tournament end, but they turned the corner from that second half on. They've been a different team since.
It's been amazing to watch. It really has. And time ticking down here. Waning seconds. The Rezbombers will try to hold it as long as they can. (69-38). And in somewhat of a coronation of the Queen of Native American Hoops, Sydney Benali. The Rezbombers are NABI champions once again.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant performance. Sydney Benali was terrific. A great team. Well-deserved. Congrats to the champions, the Rezbombers.
We will take a break. The trophy presentation is on the other side. The Rezbombers are 2024 NABI Girls Champions. And we'll wait on the champs. The Rezbombers are going to come out here in a second. And it was total domination from start to finish, 69-40, the final score. The Rezbombers win for the second time in 3 years. They won it back in 2022. And again, just a historic NABI tournament, 196 teams, a record year. The Rezbombers won.
And now, please welcome
196, the last team
the
standing.
2024 NABI champions, the Rezbombers. All right, let's talk to Coach first. Head Coach Brian Kay of the Rezbombers, national champions. Tell me about the process, the journey to get here.
Oh my gosh, man. It's been a long process. The girls work their butts off. They do everything that I ask. Extremely disciplined, hard work. We play for one another. The fans were amazing. The support, parents, most of all, thank you for traveling, being here. This is amazing. It just doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. From 2022 to being back here again. So proud of these ladies. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
This team, from where they started this week to where they're at now, what are you most proud of about this team?
The effort, their heart, the ability to trust me, and just give everything they had, because like we said, you know, people talk about defense wins champions, you know, rebounding wins champions. We proved that both of them today.
Coach, congrats. Let's now announce the Marshawn Beauchamp MVP Award presented to Sydney Benali with 23 points, helping bring home the national title. Sydney, we've been talking about you all week long, how much of a star player you are. Now here you are, a national champion, an MVP. How's it feel?
I think first of all, I just give all the glory to God, and I wouldn't be here without my teammates, so thank you for them.
Tell me about this week, getting to this point. When did you know you guys had what it takes to win a national title?
I think just knowing all we can control is our effort and attitude, and so that's what we brought today.
Here you are. We already know you're one of the top 100 players by ESPN. Your future, what's next for you after this year?
I don't know. It's God's plan, so hopefully looking for a college that would best fit me, and yeah.
There you have it, the MVP. One more time for Sydney Benali, the MVP. Let's give it up
And
one
once
more
again, a
time for the
coronation of the Queen of Native
2024.
American basketball here at NABI. Sydney Benali, 23 points. She's the MVP. The Rezbombers are the national champion. 2024 NABI Girls champions. And it was so fun to watch. Marshawn Beauchamp out there congratulating the MVP, and the girls, they did a great, great job. And it was a fun one here inside the Footprint Center. But we are not done. By no stretch of the imagination, we are not done. The girls are crowned champions, and now it's time to crown a champion on the boys' side. We're going to have Lower Sioux and Cheyenne Arapaho battling it out here inside the Footprint Center as we crown one more champion on this NABI Nation Week. A historic week, the most teams ever. The Rezbombers are champions. Tyler Jones, the voice of NABI, will be back with the call after this.